Education School Board. My name is Brian Layton, and I'm a middle school teacher here at Valdosta Middle School. I'm also a pastor up in Lanier County at Guthrie Baptist Church. I'm also the parent of a 4-year-old wonderful little boy who has autism and who's being educated in the pre-K program at WG9. Dr. Kaysen, I'm out of dress code this evening and I apologize.
That's all right, sir.
I had to conduct a wedding up in the hospital. And as I was up there, I couldn't help but think I've got to get back to that meeting. Because Dr. Kaysen, personally, I am very, very upset that there are elements within this group that somehow seem to think that our teachers are not completely, passionately sold out to educating young people in this school system. As a teacher, I take offense to that. Every child that has ever crossed into my classroom has been an opportunity for something precious and wonderful, and I want to see them fulfill the purpose that God has for them. And I'm sorry to go over my time, sir, but my little boy in the past 6 months has gone from being almost completely nonverbal to being able to ask his daddy to give him a goodnight hug. And last night, at 4 years old, for the first time, put a pencil on a piece of paper with "God is my witness" and wrote C-O-L-I-N. He wrote his name. Thanks to Valdosta City School.
I'd like to address that, Mr. Layton. By the way, I'm Dr. Cole, principal of Valdosta Middle School, and this is one of my teachers, and I think you can see why I like to have him around. The question that's been on everybody's mind and everybody's heart, hopefully, is how do I vote? I'm going to give you a quiz. I'm a principal, but I'm a teacher, and that's what I do. 4 questions, and I want you to answer it to yourself. And if you make 100 on this quiz, you'll know how to vote. First question. What does a teacher do? Don't say it, think it. Raise your hand, class, if you said teach. Raise your hand if in your mind and your heart you said teach. Or something close to that. Next, what does a preacher do? Think. Think. I think you know. Raise your hand if you said teach. I preach. Okay. What does a doctor do? Think about it. Think about it carefully. If you said cure the sick, heal those that are hurting, raise your hand for that. So far, we've got a lot of people that are at a 75. Now, here's the big question. Nothing's wrong with preaching, teaching, healing the sick. You wouldn't want me doing the first 2, but you might want me to teach your child one day. What does a businessman do? Don't say it, think. And I know what's coming to your mind. Raise your hand if you said make money. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But when I walk my hall and look at the placards, I see one by Martin Luther King Jr. that says, the most important and persistent question that faces any individual, excuse me, I'm pumped up, is who are you serving? For 18 years, I have served the children of Valdosta City Schools. These teachers, these principals, these board members have been serving the children, and it's not about profit. It's not about preparing them to work in anybody's business here or anywhere. It's about preparing them to do what they choose with their life. Thank you.
Thank you, sirs. Thank you.